everyone, Tifa here. Today we are going to the Island of Grimsey and we're leaving from Dalvik, taking the ferry. It's a 3-hour ride. And we're going to take the hike out to the original Arctic Circle, which is right in here, and then to the Arctic Circle that is today, that is the sphere. The Arctic Circle moves 2 degrees every year.
Then we're hiking back into town, grabbing a beer and having some lunch. We took the Saefari ferry over to the Island of Grimsey. I'll leave the link down below for their website. You do have to purchase one-way tickets, so you'll have to go on there and purchase your trip over and back. 2 separate tickets per person. It is a 3-hour ride. It doesn't feel like a 3-hour ride. It is pretty comfy. There is even a bunk that you can purchase for 1,000 krona. But the trip was beautiful and very smooth. It was a perfect day for us. It was not rough at all. I was worried about that. As you walk off the ferry and around the man-made harbor, just up the hill on the left will be a gallery. On the other side of the road will be the map of the island. That road to the left, that goes off to the left, is actually the shorter road to the sphere at the end of the island. And then the building on the right, the red building, is the island's only restaurant and small market next door. So if you want something at the market, just let them know in the restaurant because they do run the market. And you can see when you come in here at the shop restaurant dot, they do suggest you taking the red line. That does take 3.5 hours, but if you take the road to the left, it is much shorter. At the top of the man-made harbor, there is a couple signs. The first one is the village by the Arctic Circle. Grimsey Island is Iceland's most northerly settlement. And the next one is for Daniel Willard Fisk. He's never actually stepped foot on Grimsey Island, but he did circumnavigate the island in 1878, and he loved Grimsey so much he donated a library, which is now housed in the school, and a chess set to every home on Grimsey.
Puffin houses. Thank you.
So yes, these are Puffin homes in the cliffs. We missed the Puffins by 10 days. And no, there were none that were lazy and stayed behind. Now the island was taken over by the Terns. This is the original Arctic Circle line on Grimsey Island. The new sphere is now at the correct Arctic Circle line, 66 north. This marker is right next to the airport terminal.
Angry Birds. Why they put a path so this is the original Angry Birds.
So the terns are very aggressive. They do swoop and dive at your head. A lot of people do bring walking sticks or something to hold over their head so that they do discourage that, but they can be very aggressive and noisy. The walk to the orbital sphere we took was on the roadside, pretty flat, a little rocky, but it does go up. The last hill is the killer, goes straight up and straight down. So as we're walking down this nice steep hill, you can see the 8-ton spherical stone marking the Arctic Circle now at 66 north. This was officially dedicated in 2017. The stone will move about a dozen meters each year to follow the circle. The actual position is gradually drifting north. And they do say that by 2050, the Arctic Circle line will be off the Island of Grimsey. on flying into Grimsey from Akureyri. When the turns are here, there is just hundreds of turns standing on this runway. It was madness. So what they have to do is they actually just take a car and they drive it up and down the runway before a flight arrives or departs. It was actually kind of scary to watch.
I don't see it. Oh, he's gonna follow him. He's gotta follow him. Oh, what he's doing. It's gonna be a horrible sight. Oh, okay. So we got plenty of time. So here comes this guy. Chasing birds. Bird chaser. There's no way to get a bird strike here. Oh, he's coming in. What are all these birds? Oh, they stay low. Okay. Wow.
This was the Midgårda Church, which I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, so it's on the screen. And it was built in 1867, and I say was because on September 21st of 2021, it did catch fire and burned completely down to the ground. They could not save it. This was the only puffin we saw on our trip, and it was in the gallery. So we hopped over to the restaurant next door for lunch. This is all in krona, and yes, it is a little expensive, but we planned on lunch here. So the food was very good, and it was fresh fish, totally worth it. So a couple of tips to visit the Island of Grimsey. Pre-purchase your tickets online for the ferry. There are days where they're there only 3 hours. We went on a day where they were there 5 hours. If you do get a Wi-Fi package for your rental car, unplug that, bring a battery charger, and you will have Wi-Fi with you when you're on the island. And don't forget your water bottle. And that's it for day 4 of our Iceland tour. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.